How you guys doing?
All right. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me more about this policy that says no recording in the offices?
Right. For privacy and sort of like with their files and everything that they're, confidential.
And fall under no privacy in public. Isn't that the way the First Amendment works? There's no expectation of privacy in public.
I don't know. You'd have to check up with upstairs.
Policy over here. Isn't there up?
Honestly,
I obviously they say
that was
preserve
before
privacy
me. I
in
don't
public.
know. I just came in April, so I can't speak to why they were put up.
How you doing? Pretty good. I actually was looking to see if I could speak to somebody about these signs that you guys got in all over the county about no recording.
What that really means is,
listen, y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrassing no more. I'll take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair. Oh, I got to ask you. With all of it.
Hey, do me a favor. Wait for the SWAT guys. Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification. You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
Down here today in Madison County, New York, to perform a First Amendment audit. It is September 7th down here, and we're gonna go ahead and get inside here and make sure they respect our civil rights here in Madison County and do a little civil rights investigation and make sure they respect our First Amendment rights. We got a newer building connected to this older building down here. Got the Lady of Justice up there on top of the building. Old clock tower. Memorial out here.
how we doing?
Pretty good.
Where we headed?
County clerks. So we got the county building director. Definitely trying out a new mic today.
Yeah. Heat down here. Oh man.
All right, do we have anything else?
I know, right?
Cute little dress. Is it a dress?
The dress.
Oh, that's a cute dress.
At first I thought it was a really long t-shirt.
Yeah, I know.
We got lots of historical stuff down here to see. They got a sign right here that says no recording in here. The public's not allowed to record, but we know that's not very accurate. Anywhere the public is allowed.
Okay. I understand if they told me right from my phone call, I have specialty plates, but I want to turn them in and you guys save them for when I put the vehicle back on the road. Is that how it works? Okay. I just wanted to make sure they didn't get disposed of. They're seasonal vehicles. Yeah. And you need $1 for each, correct? Correct. Van Rykberg.
The 9-day one, they said come back.
So in other words, one of these registrations comes from November. I just want to ignore it, right, until I'm ready to put it on the road? Is that what you do? Okay.
He said I waited 4 days, and then I did.
Oh.
So, there's no, I don't know.
Oh, okay, so I'm definitely good tape.
I guess I would.
It's basically the state is just saying they're gonna.
And now, you give me something, but I have to take my insurance to take insurance out. Good.
The first one, I found the one.
Pens.
Before you put your card in on that tablet out there, tap English and answer the question. Before you put your card in.
So we got back on Monday.
It's asking if you want to be an ordinance owner, if you already are or don't want to, you just have to skip.
Okay.
Yeah. You already are.
So they definitely got a sign here that says no video recording inside the DMV recording policy, but they're not going to enforce it. Nobody said a word to me about it. A lot of historical stuff down here. Just like the old cell phone.
Morning.
Morning.
How are ya?
Pretty good.
Anything I can help you with?
No, I just working on a story on Madison County, just grabbing some photographs of offices and
Awesome.
what's available for the public.
Good.
Can I get your name?
Kathy with a K.
Nice to meet you, Kathy. My
Nice
name's
to meet you.
Dan.
Dan, nice to meet you. Are you from the area?
Yeah, I'm from New York here.
Yeah, good.
Looks like they got some kind of construction going on here with the paper up on the walls. Public information on here. Some stickers down here and pens.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
All right. What can I do for you?
Nothing. I'm just working on a story on the Madison County to grab some photographs of the offices, what's available for the public. Can you tell me more about this policy that says no recording in the offices?
Right. For privacy and sort of like with their files and everything that they're, confidential. But no one's here right now, so.
But even if there were, wouldn't that fall under no privacy in public? Isn't that the way the First Amendment works? There's no expectation of privacy in public?
I don't know, you'd have to check up with upstairs.
Yeah. Do you know who put all those signs up?
Each department did.
Did?
Right. Our director's not here yet this morning.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Alright, well I'm just going to grab some photographs in here of the publicly accessible areas.
Okay.
Got a gang flag hanging here in the office. Tissue box holder. And can I get your name?
Pardon me?
Can I get your name?
Tamara Leggett.
Tamara Leggett. Nice to meet you. My name's Dan.
What is it?
Dan.
Dan. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I might give it a couple more days to buy the trip.
Central Services. Melbourne.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you this morning?
Pretty good. I don't need any help. We're just grabbing some photographs of publicly accessible area inside County Hall.
Okay.
This room is publicly accessible, or is this more of a employee's mail room only?
It's more of an employee mail room only.
Alright, gotcha. Central Services. Not much going on in there for the public.
Morning.
Morning. Back room area here.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Clerk's office right over here. Oh. Doing some work over this stuff falling down. I got this no recording policy over here. Got the cameras rolling up there.
Good morning. How you doing today?
Pretty good. Is the county clerk in?
He's not. He's out today.
He's out today?
Yes, he's actually out till Monday.
I gotcha. Can I get your position here?
I'm the deputy county
Deputy
clerk.
county
Yes,
clerk?
I'm Andrea.
I got a question about the signs, Andrea, that say no recording inside the offices here. Like on the door here it says there's no recording inside this office. This is a policy.
It's on there, but I mean, certainly if you want to film something, you're more than welcome to.
Is there a reason they're up?
Honestly,
I obviously they say
that
because
was
they're
before
privacy
me. I
and
don't
public.
know. I just came in April, so I can't speak to why they were put up.
Gotcha.
But
'cause
you're free to film.
Technically, those signs are unconstitutional because anywhere the public's allowed, they're allowed to film because everybody has freedom of the press, just like they have freedom
Right.
of speech and that. So.
Yeah, and we can certainly bring that to the attention of the department heads to see what their thoughts are.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. You're very welcome.
My name's Dan, by the way.
Very nice to meet you, Dan.
Everybody down here is pretty friendly. I see no signs down here saying we can't film the documents so far. Make sure we get seeing all these documents down here, and I'll take some photographs of them. How you doing?
Good.
I'm just taking some photographs down here. I don't need help.
What's that?
I'm just taking some photographs down here. I don't need
Oh,
help. I'm just
okay.
getting some, what's available down here. Halloween candy already. Question: you work for the county down here, or you?
Yeah, I'm the historian for the county.
Oh, historian. All right, gotcha. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of historical stuff in this building, huh? Like
Yeah, we try and highlight
posters
our
and
history. Yeah.
You must work overtime in this building.
Well, we work out throughout the county. We work with our tourism bureau and our school districts and stuff like that, getting local history.
And there's just a lot of historical facts and stuff all over in here. I've been to a lot of county buildings. This one's got a lot of historical stuff. So
Yeah, we try and highlight our history. It's important to us.
you look like you're doing your job pretty good. Can I get your name?
My name's Matters.
Matters. Nice to meet you. My name is Dan.
Nice to meet
I'm
you.
actually just doing a story on the county down here, and pretty impressed with the historical layout of all the artifacts to facts around here and stuff like that.
Yeah, we work really hard to highlight our history and let people know our past and what we've strived to do. And again, it's part of our tourism and everything we do.
Gotcha. Are these roll here? Is this a private?
Those are all abstractors.
Abstractors. They work for them.
They're private companies.
companies. Do they rent the space here, or they?
I don't know that. You'd have to ask the clerk.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you very much.
Yep. Have a good day.
This whole thing. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I had a question. The private abstractors that work here, do they rent space here, or are they just they pay monthly or something like that, or yearly or annual?
I'm not sure. I only started a few months ago. I think it might be monthly or annual.
Can I get your name?
Patience.
Patience?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice to meet you. My name's Dan.
No, you too.
That was my only question.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of definitely got some signs up that say no recording in here. But they're not trying to enforce them whatsoever so far. Very well educated down here. It's just a matter of these signs. I don't like them.
Well, I don't know, but again,
Did you find
you know,
this?
that's gonna be their call as far as we're
Yep, yeah,
concerned,
okay.
you know what I mean?
So I'm just gonna give you the different accounts, like what building it is, and then when you go to divide it out, it will, okay. Okay. Because when you put in the field this time, it's gonna be like the different accounts, instead of just one account, because we're buying for all different buildings.
Excuse me.
Good morning.
Facilities director, what exactly services do you do here, or you take care of down here in this office?
We take care of all the buildings and grounds throughout Madison County.
So it's like buildings and grounds?
Buildings and grounds and maintenance and construction and pretty much everything.
Gotcha.
Take care of it all.
Like the county manager, kind of like a county manager's office, or more around buildings and grounds?
Nope, just buildings and grounds, yep.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Buildings and grounds.
Hello?
How you doing?
Good.
Head upstairs. Should talk to a county manager or something about these signs, maybe. How you doing? Pretty good. I actually was looking to see if I could speak to somebody about these signs that you guys got in all over the county about no recording. Thank you. Public candy's back there.
Hey, good morning, how are you?
Pretty good. My name's Dan. I'm
Hi,
a journalist
Scimone.
working on a story on the county building.
Sure.
I see a lot of these signs over, say, recording policy in Madison County.
Yes.
They kind of violate the United States Constitution.
Yeah, so one of your other auditors came, Rich,
from Mr. Nice Guy Activism, and he actually worked with me on that sign to help improve it, because what that really means is you can record anywhere around here.
Mm-hmm.
You have that right, but through here,
Yeah,
we
like
get into my office and
non-publicly
stuff.
accessible
That's
areas.
what that means. It only means.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's in flags was in the DMV. It says the same thing in the DMV. I went into the DMV in the publicly accessible areas. Nobody's saying anything. The clerk's office.
Yeah, because you guys are filming, you have your right to film. So we don't have an issue with you guys, anybody, whether it's a First Amendment auditor or a member of the public coming in. That's just more so people know to not come through a door and record.
Non-publicly accessible areas, obviously,
Yeah.
you can't get there. But
Right.
even I want to zoom in on the board back there.
Yeah, you can do
and
that.
All that, but
Yeah.
no, I was just wondering about the signs.
Yeah, so because
policy.
initially, and it's just a policy, initially it was a little bit more restrictive, and like I said, I work with Rich.
Who was this?
Rich from Mr. Nice Guy Activism.
Mr.
He's
Nice
been
Guy.
here a couple of times. He's a fellow First
Local?
Amendment auditor. Yeah, he's been around. He actually gets pretty much all around upstate New York. And I sent him the revised sign, and he looked at it and he thought it was good, because the intent is more about anywhere it's public. That's why probably nobody's stopping you here, because they know. We've tried to train our employees to make sure they understand that you and any member of the public has the right to record. But some people in your position might not know that you shouldn't go past barriers. And so it's less for people that know the law like you, and more for somebody who may not know the law, that thinks that they can come walk through an office and go into the county attorney's office and start recording. That's not appropriate,
I'm
obviously.
sure this door's locked without it.
Yeah, but there's areas that there aren't barriers where you could pass through.
Yeah, but even the signs on the doorway to the entranceway of the clerk's office, it's all publicly accessible except for how they
and that is all. And that is.
I don't really see how that sign would stop somebody from going behind the counter.
It's just more for information. And as you can see by going through this building, has anybody stopped you from recording?
No, nobody stopped.
Yeah, that's because we all know.
I asked the deputy clerk down there, and she said that I'm free to film and that.
Yeah. I think, like I said, it's just more for people that may not know, and our employees. I take a lot of pride in making sure that our employees are trained to know you have the right to record in this building.
Do you think all those signs are necessary?
Maybe not for you because you know the law, but an average person that might not know.
That's my real problem, is the people who don't necessarily. I'm obviously an activist, and I do this for a living, but someone who doesn't know the law might read that and think that they can't all together. You know what I'm saying?
It says
your opinion is that it's for the people who are uneducated. People are uneducated.
Well, if you read the sign, it says, are not able to take photographs in any private Madison County office without prior authorization. So this is not a private office. The hallway is not a private office. And that's where Rich kind of helped with language, because initially it didn't say that. It just said, can't record. And he's like, you can't say that. It's got to be, come on in, Jeff. You have to be more clear on what you mean and what the intent of the policy is. So the intent of the policy
definitely better than some of them I've seen. I've been hand thrown out of buildings.
Oh, we're not going to throw it out here. Yeah, but that's why. So we clarified it and we said private. So obviously, when you're down at the DMV, where you're in the clerk's office, those are all public offices. You have the right to record there. In my office, you would not have the right, unless I invite you in. You can come to my office and we can sit down and have a conversation. You can record
me in there. Go to your
there.
office and take a look?
Yeah, sure, come on in.
I love transparency in the government.
Sure, come on in.
All right, Erie County fam, let's talk about this sign. I'm going to have to admit that when I first came in the county, up until this point, when I talked to the county administrator, I never actually read the sign to the end. And I'm going to admit, I kind of like this sign. It actually does highlight your actual rights where you can and cannot film in publicly accessible areas, is pretty much where it says you are permitted to do so in publicly accessible areas. So wherever the public is allowed, that is where the press is allowed, because the press and the public have the same rights. So this sign, to me, it's on point. And I'd like to know what you guys think. So please leave a comment in the comment section what you think about this sign here in Madison County. In my opinion, I believe Madison County is looking out for the public and their constitutional rights. This building is quite a pass, if you ask me.
Actually, I'll take you on a tour. This is County Attorney's office is over there. This is the board clerk, deputy clerk.
At one time was that door locked door, was that not there at one point? Like people would have been freely able to walk up to
we used to just have like a little side thing, and then one day I was in my office. And some member of the public walked right past my office.
I don't know how the public's supposed to get all this public candy. You know?
feel free to have some. But a member of the public walked in through this office into the chairman's office looking for the chairman. And so after that, we kind of secured a lot of the areas because we obviously don't want members of the public to like go through offices and stuff. But this is my office.
Because he's not there, and they just go sit on his couch.
He was looking for him, and then when he wasn't there, because none of the secretaries were here that day, he walked in and then walked out, and I'm like, that's not good. But yeah, this is my office. It's a little dirty right now, but
nice.
Yeah, a nice view of the
Got
courthouse.
an old jar of marbles.
Yeah, so I don't lose my marbles.
You don't lose them, they're stuck in the jar. That's funny. I went to an antique shop once, and I walked out with a old mason jar like that full of old clothespins. I got to the car. I thought it was the coolest thing. I got to my car. I'm like, how the heck did I buy this? What am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
But it just looked neat on the shelf.
Yeah, my our board clerk gave that to me for a Christmas
So you
present.
don't lose your marbles.
Yeah, because it's busy around here. It gets a little crazy. But yeah, no, I totally respect the work that you guys are doing, and I think it's great, and I think it's good for the public to be able to see what's going on in our buildings, because we want that. Like, we're very transparent here.
Yeah,
so.
I can appreciate that, because some counties are the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Someone like me shows up, and next thing you know, all the levels are restricted, everything's restricted, and it's like, why?
Yeah.
You know, like, what do you guys got to hide? It seems like they would need an investigation. I enjoy some of those.
If you look at it too, local government has so much more access. You try to do this in a federal building or a state building, it's going to be a whole different ball game. We're close to the people. Anybody can set up an appointment and meet with me as administrator. I take phone calls. We have that level. We're front line, right? Us, the towns, the villages, we're accessible. You get into the state, you get into the federal government. Try to go meet with Governor Hochul and come into her office and record. It's not going to happen. But that's what we pride ourselves here in Madison County. We like to work with our residents and provide great services. That's what we do.
Cool. The county chambers or meeting room, where is that?
Yeah, here, I'll take you through there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I like to.
Here, let's go this way.
Just like to see that.
The large conferences and conference rooms. And then like I said, all public. But yeah, the thing with the sign is, it's really just for private offices. We just don't want people to go to private offices unless you're invited.
Right. And I can respect that.
This is original, nice. 1969. This is original to the building.
This desk?
Yeah.
Custom made just for this room, huh?
Just for this room, yeah. The only updates, we've done some technology updates in the room. We've done some carpeting, but the room itself is original. We expanded it a few years ago.
It's a pretty sweet carpet right there.
Yeah, the seal is nice. That's actually, I've been here at the county for 18 years. That even predates me. Yeah. But we expanded the chambers a few years ago.
Does a lot of people show up to meetings, or not really?
We don't get a ton.
How many? What is the population of the county down here?
68,000.
68,000.
Yep. Yeah, but we get a lot of the department heads and stuff from me. During budget time, we'll get some members of the public that will come in and ask questions about the budget. But generally speaking, we don't get a lot of activity up here.
Nice. Now, is this room generally just open to the public? If somebody, if you weren't here and I walked up here,
you just walk right in. Yeah. And when people come in here, they're always kind of loud because it is really an impressive room. A lot of the chambers they have, in other counties are more the seats that kind of all face forward, like the classroom type.
Yeah, I've been in quite a few county chambers. This one's pretty nice.
We have 15 town supervisors and 4 representatives from the city of Oneida, so 19 board members total.
What's the biggest town or city in?
Town of Sullivan's the biggest town. And
Is it all towns or is there city?
we have one city, City of Oneida.
Oneida, all right.
Where are you from?
I'm from Western New York, Erie County.
Oh, okay. Have you been out? Have you been in their facilities?
I've been to every county in the Western District of New York. Believe it or not, the Erie County, like chambers, is one of the only ones I haven't been able to get into.
Oh, really?
Because they don't appreciate what I do. They don't like transparency in government.
I think when you see maybe with the smaller counties, it's maybe not as big of an issue. I think that the bigger counties, getting into like Onondaga County and Oneida County, I think might be a little bit more difficult. Their buildings are a lot more locked down.
So how does the board here work in Madison County? There is chairman, because every county works a little bit different.
Yeah, this is a board of supervisors form of government. So we have a chairman of the board, 15 town supervisors, 4 city supervisors. Those are the 4 city supervisors here. Wards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from Mary to Brandy, 4 Oneida supervisors. Then you have the town supervisors. And it's interesting form of government because like in Erie County, it's a legislature. The town supervisors actually oversee their town. They wear a dual hat. So they are a town supervisor, and then they're elected to be here as a representative for their town for the Madison County government. So it's different. I think there's about 20 boards of supervisors out of the 62 counties. Most of the counties are like an executive form with a legislature. There's a lot of counties that have an administrative form. So I'm an administrator. I oversee the day-to-day operation of the county, working closely with the department heads to make sure that the policy that the board sets is implemented. I don't implement policy. I just make sure that whatever they adopt and whatever their charges, I make sure is carried out throughout the county. That's my job as
Are you an appointed position?
Appointed, 4-year term.
Four-year term appointed.
Yep.
And then as far as like, I see like the center seat, I would assume this guy is the...
Chairman Becker, and he's my boss. I report to him on a day-to-day basis. I mean, the board oversees me.
Is he the chairman?
He's the chairman.
So that office with the couch is...
Yeah, that's
chairman.
Chairman Becker's office, yep. And he's been chairman now for 16 years. He's like the second longest serving chairman in the history of the county.
I might have a seat over here.
He'd love to chat with you because
he's not here today, or
no, he's not.
He's probably taking care of his town.
He's probably the town. So he comes in and he's your
so get your view down here from the chairman's seat. And as far as transparency and everything down here in Madison County, I'm liking what I see. Pretty well done here down in Madison County.
Call the mean to order.
What is it?
That's what he calls a mean to order. It's a gavel.
I seen somebody in a town board meeting. Somebody sent me a video. The guy was smacking the gavel so hard it blew apart.
To provide any feedback to anybody. Emails are not responded to, let alone timely. It is critical and crucial to provide relevant information to ensure transparency and informed participation. This allows for people to contribute based off...
We're not here talking about emails. I'm cutting you right there. You're done.
Excuse me.
You're
I
done.
was not done speaking, sir.
You're done. We're not here talking about emails. So, okay.
And I will finish. So this will allow for people to contribute based off of the facts that are provided. Documents to be discussed are to be provided for a public hearing. People here tonight have requested these documents. They should have been provided prior to the meeting, and at the very
all documents have been provided. You are done now. Damn made in China thing. Okay, we're moving on.
Interrupt somebody in the middle of their.
If you
that one looks like it's got a little age on it.
This has got some age on it. You can see there's been times I think somebody must have whacked it at some point pretty good because it's broken in a few places.
Got a little heated in the.
Yeah, way
chamber.
back in the day.
But all right, thanks a lot.
Hey, you're welcome. What's your name again?
My name is Dan.
Dan. Mark, good to see you. If you ever have any questions, come out. If you got more questions on the sign, I'd be happy to engage more with you on it. But we did revise it to try to clarify. It's only for private offices. people can record wherever they want. And if anybody comes
Yeah,
in,
I seen it. You know, I see the sign. I'm like, this is, got the sign rolling. But you know, I went into the DMV. I went to the clerk's office. I took pictures of the records and stuff. A lot of the clerks not a lot of people take pictures of the records, so they get that money for the copies.
You know, in the end of the day, it's up to we tell the employees, it's up to you to protect. If there's a sensitive record on your desk and you don't want people to see it, turn it over.
Exactly.
You know, don't. You know, obviously you're not going to put it up to the camera, but it's really the employee's responsibility to secure their information. You know, if you can see it, you can record it, and that's what we've instructed our employees. And so when people come in with cameras, if there's things that you don't want recorded, make sure you're turning those things over, make sure they're out of view. But you can zoom in on signs, and if it's up, if you can see it, you can record it. And that's what we've done here, and that's, you know, our policy, and that's why you're not going to get any. And if you do get anybody,
I like counties like this because number one, I get a nice tour, I get a nice talking, and I don't have to worry about nobody following me in my car.
Yeah, you know, so our security guys, they know, because we've had, like I said,
hand tossed out of a building. I lose sleep over that kind of stuff because you're somewhere where you know you can do what you're doing. You know you're within your rights to do it, and then you get thrown out of a place like, you know, a county, and it's
well, people are not educated, and that's the problem.
It's a beautiful education down here.
Yeah, we try.
I guess we have to thank Rich, huh?
Yeah, well, even when he came in, you know, nobody stopped him from recording, but he had an issue with. He had an issue with. Yeah, if you look at Mr. Nice Guy Activism on YouTube, he has a video. He's been here a couple times, and actually,
you guys ever get any fallout from him, or redress from the public?
No, he was nice to us because he said the same thing you're saying, that, you know, they're a transparent county. He likes coming here compared to the other places he's been throughout the state. And when we revised the sign, because I met with him in the county clerk's office, and too bad you couldn't meet Mike today because he's on vacation, but he's a good guy. And he said, you know, I got a problem with the sign. I don't think it's very clear. And I interpret this meaning I can't record anywhere. And I said, well, that's not the point. He's like, well, that's not what the sign says. And so we revised the sign. I sent him a screenshot. I said, what do you think? He said, that works for me. So, cool. Yeah. And that's why nobody's going to pass leave, because everybody knows. And if they don't, the problem that we have is we've had so much turnover with retirements and stuff. And so making sure the new employees know, because sometimes people, you get it and you probably see it. Some people are not comfortable on camera. Yeah. And they see it and they're like, oh my God, what's this person doing? Why are they here with the camera? And I tell people, if you don't be on camera, they go in your office and close the door if you're
I think
shy or
one
whatever.
thing that's important, especially elected officials and police officers need to know, as soon as they took that job for the government, they actually gave permission to be recorded.
But some of the clerical staff could be shy at times, and you can understand.
I haven't really seen that here.
Yeah. Well, they know because
well educated. I like that.
People are educated and they know what right you have, and you and anybody has the right. That's why we like to be transparent here in Madison County.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah, good to meet you. If you ever have any questions, I'll give you my business card on the way out.
Yeah.
Cut through my office again.
Can I get your name?
It's Mary.
Mary, my name's Dan.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a filter on that to make this look better?
Well, you guys are looking good down here in Madison County. I'll give you guys that.
It's how long I've been there, so.
Wow.
Yeah, but I've known him forever, and he's such a good kid.
I know.
I saw him that night. I mean, that day I was at the store and I saw him.
Representing down here in Madison County.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
And at some point, the Booster Road takes a right going towards Movement, and you keep going straight with Mount.
But you don't have the sewer that goes to the city.
Blue Line 18.
You have to pay.
They're right by there before. Yeah, right there.
Oh, you have to pay like.
Based on how much. Yeah, Booster Road. There you go. There's 49. Where we have it?
Oh, I'm just heading to the sign here. And I'm out of here. Not trying to get into courts today.
There's 28.
That's Madison County down here. Pretty good. No problems. And I'll see you guys in the comment section.
We live in a society now where people want to record how they discipline their child. People that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, I'm like, son, you can't play the game.
I totally respect the work that you guys are doing, and I think it's great, and I think it's good for the public to be able to see what's going on in our buildings, because we want that. Like, we're very transparent here. People are educated, and they know what right you have, and you and anybody has the right. That's why we like to be transparent here in Madison County.
You pulled the Constitution out of your pockets on here. Like that was supposed to prove something.
First Amendment, freedom of the press.
We have every right to film out here and there.
Your name is not Dan Erie County.
This isn't Erie County.
Yeah.
Sure it is. On here is Dan Erie County.
Legitimate? Maybe. Official? No.